Hey Alabaster, and welcome to Council Comments. We're joined today by our Ward 4 Council member, Mr. Greg Farrell. It's nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Everything going good with you?
Going good.
All right, can't complain. We got a lot to talk about
we
today.
do.
I mean, it's like a few topics, but it's a lot.
Yes.
So the first thing I want to talk about is the city has purchased the old intermediate school / old high school / where the central office is right now, right? Can you tell me a little bit more in detail? Like, we've seen the Facebook post that the city's posted, which is awesome. It looks like there's lots coming, but give me some more detail, Greg.
All right, we purchased the property from the school, and it's going to be a 2-year period before you see anything major happening.
Okay.
And that's due to the fact that the school has to build their central office, because right now that's where they're located. So once that building is done, we've kind of had an agreement, hey, you have 2 years to get it done.
Okay.
And once they're out, then the big project will begin. But we're looking at ways right now, can we do stuff right now that won't interfere with their day-to-day operations? So
right.
The city is looking at, hey, can we do some stuff with that?
Yeah.
And also that right now, their stuff has to be going on behind the scenes. We've got to resurvey the whole property, because right now it does include the baseball field, but when it's all said and done, the baseball field will still remain with the school, and not the city. So that has to be done, and then we have to do some phase 1 environmental impact stuff, because years ago, there where the buses were and where they still are, there was a fuel tank in the ground, so we have to get environmental stuff done to address that issue.
So lots that will need to happen behind the scenes before we start physically seeing things change.
Right.
Now, will you guys be completely removing the school that is currently there now?
Yeah, we've had some engineers and some architects tell us, because the building's so old, you don't know what you're going to find, and unfortunately it would wind up costing more to bring the existing buildings up, and a lot of them just don't fit what we want and what's best for the community. So it'll all be demolished. Okay.
Now, we've seen the mock-up of kind of what we're thinking about, but is that set in stone? Will things be ever changing?
Yeah, they're probably going to change. It's probably going to wind up, the Park and Rec Committee will probably look over it again, because there's talk of adding some other sports possibly, like, beach volleyball, to the splash pad, and there is, we're hoping that the corner of Thompson Road and 119, that we'll be able to sell it to a developer. Okay. And that way, it'll generate some money as well. And also that, and to promote, hey, put in some little food shops, little retail shops. So it kind of just has a little rec center, community center area.
All right, so obviously things are going to be constantly changing, probably going to be a couple years before we really see huge changes taking place. But overall, I think this is huge.
Oh yeah, I think it is something that we have needed for years in this city. We're kind of the only city in the county that doesn't have a rec center.
Right.
And it's kind of bad, and we're the biggest city in the county, so
we're going to take care of that, though, right?
And also there is a spot for the library, but that is another work in progress, because we have to address where the library is now, because it was given through the Scott family.
Right.
So we have to work through that issue, and we want the library board and the Friends of the Library to be on board. So it's a work in progress on the library side of it.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to see what's to come on that. I know it's going to be exciting. Lots to do, but exciting. Now, we have talked before about the new newsletter / magazine that we have done since the rebranding, and it's awesome. I love getting it every month. And we've renewed, right?
Yeah, we have renewed it for 2 years with the same company. Hopefully that'll generate and get them to get more advertising in there. But yeah, everybody has really loved the new magazine. It looks professional.
It does, yeah.
And I'm really enjoying it as well.
I am too. I love getting it every time I sit there and just go through cover to cover right when we get it. I love it. All right, now let's talk road work, because there is lots happening around here. Aldot's doing a lot. We're doing a lot. Tell me, let's give the rundown for road work.
Well, right now, Highway 119, as you know, and it's in the next couple of months, it's really going to start moving. The water line relocation will be done in about 4 weeks.
Okay.
And then the rest of the utilities, Alabama Power has already started stuff. So once all that's done, it'll probably really start moving.
Okay.
But there's other projects going on. Right now, people may have seen that they're doing some bridge rehab at our exit underneath the bridge. And then we were told that in the future that I-65 all the way to the county line will be resurfaced, relined, and they're going to put up more guardrails.
Oh, wow.
So that's coming down the pipe. And right now, Highway 31, AlDOT is requesting input from the citizens because they want to kind of redo and update Highway 31 from I-65 all the way down to Highway 68, which is the city line.
Right.
And they want to address some of the medium issues. And one big thing is as you're going north, the turn lane onto Industrial Road, they're wanting to extend that because that's always a bottleneck.
That's a tiny little turn lane, and it does get backed up.
So, you know, they're encouraging people to give their input. You can go on AlDOT's website, and you may have seen some signs up saying they're requesting some citizen input on their project.
Yeah, so definitely go to AlDOT's website if you want to put your input in. I think that's a great idea, but lots of movement going on around here, especially if you live down 119 like me. Woo! But it's awesome. I love seeing the progress that we've been waiting on for quite a while, so yay. All right, let's talk about the police department. Well, first off, it's like the walls are going up.
Yep.
Like actual
exciting.
walls. I know, it really is.
It's
so
exciting.
I know they're so excited, ready to get that going. But they just purchased 2 new drones.
Yeah, they came to us recently. They have one drone, and it's so outdated, and they got to the point that it's not even really usable to what they really need it for. So we approved 2 drones for them to purchase, and it's through the federal asset program, so it's really not a cost to the city.
Great.
And it'll upgrade that portion of the police department. And the police department right now, they do have 2 FAA certified drone pilots.
Awesome.
And a 3rd one is going through the program to do it. So it's just, that's the next wave of technology, because the fire department has one as well, and it helps them a lot, because they were giving us a demonstration of the difference, the one they have now to the one they have, what they're looking at, and it's in one image you couldn't see suspect, but the other image with the new ones you could clearly see.
So just totally night and day.
Because it actually has spotlights and everything on
wow.
it. So.
Okay, and so we're getting 2 of those,
Yes,
which is awesome.
we're going to get 2 of those.
Look, we like to give our first responders and law enforcement what they need, because they help us, right? Greg, I really appreciate you coming, kind of giving us a breakdown, especially of the new development that's going to be taking place, and I have a feeling we'll be talking about that for the next couple of years, of all the changes going on, but I'm really excited about it. I just love seeing movement in the city, and you guys are doing such a great job, so we really appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
All right, we'll talk to you again soon.
All right.
But guys, you stay tuned next month for another council comments brought to you by the City of Alabaster.